Bloomburrow, Tiny Tales, Big Adventure. Discover your inner folk hero in this woodland critter themed magic set. I think this set, Bloomburrow, is going to be one of the biggest selling sets of all time. I think the cuteness factor, similar to products like Hello Kitty, is going to carry this way beyond what we think it could be. I think in terms of like top selling sets, you have Lord of the Rings and you have Modern Horizons 2, I believe, are the top two. And so Bloomburrow, I think it's going to crack, I think, the top 5 for sure. This is going to be a massive set. People are going to want to collect every single card that you see here. These are going to be insane. So like this today, as of recording on July 9th, this is coming out a little bit late, but it's coming out. And as of the recording, they have spoiled 138 Bloomburrow cards as well as some BLC cards here. And so the set is partially spoiled, and already I can see that this has some of the best style I've ever seen in a Magic set. You have all these various critters. You have like the creature types, the bats, the rats, the frogs, the lizards. You have geckos. You have squirrels. You have everything. And then on top of that, you have characters from Magic history transforming, anthropomorphizing into animals. So you have Tamio, field researcher, as like this weird like Made in Abyss style like bunny character, or like jackrabbit or something. You have Nissa as a frog. That's wild. You have Liliana as a squirrel. Like, that's just hilarious. So you have all this stuff happening, and Jace is a fox. It's like, yeah, it's crazy. And then like the commander deck commanders are also just insane. Like you have Miss Bumbleflower, perhaps the cutest commander ever printed. You have Bello, Bard of the Brambles, a raccoon bard. You have Hazel of the Root Bloom. You have Zinnia Valley's Voice, a bird bard. Try saying that 5 times fast. And all of these are just hilarious. Now, on top of that, you have Flubs, which is the Buy a Box promo. And you have people on Twitter. Rachel Weeks says, I would die for Flubs. And this is kind of how it's going. It's a cuteness overload set. Bloomburrow is intended to just really hit that spot in your gut that you have to like protect, like, oh, your pet, your dog, your cat, whatever it is. And this set is this is the best version of it that I've seen in a long time. I think this has some of the best style of any Magic set ever. And so let's really quickly go to the Bloomburrow Magic Wizards announcement here. And so as you can see, there's a 4 seasons theme to Bloomburrow with the 3 tree city. This is changing from, spring, summer, winter, fall, and all of these seasons are changing. There's various versions of the card. You can do that. It's similar to like the old Mishra's Workshop, the 4 seasons of Mishra's Workshop. They also have that with the Bloomburrow basic lands as well. And then on top of that, you have, again, I mentioned first of all, there's the showcase treatment. Mabel, Heir to Cragflame, has already been spoiled. Ral, Crackling Wit. This is Ral Zarek transmogrified into an animal on a Magic card. Then you have the Calamity Beasts, which are the not Calamity Beasts. I think that's the they're Calamity Beasts. That's similar to Zelda, but they're kind of like the bad guys of the realm, and they're field note versions of the card. That's what this is, the field notes. And then the Lumira Belle of the Woods treatment here is another showcase treatment. And various product here. There's a value booster, which is not pictured, I believe. People are kind of complaining about that one, but I don't know if that's gonna be a big deal. And it's just like the flavor is just off the charts. You have paw modal cards. You can choose up to 5 paws worth of modes on this cycle of cards. It's a season of XYZ. So this is Season of Weaving, the blue card. You got this frog just vibing here. He's just vibing, man. Like, this is just the most hilarious thing. And then you have the special guest treatments of various cards. So here we have pictured Sword of Fire and Ice. I believe that is an otter holding a fish. This is like a fish handled sword. It's so hilarious. And then, yeah, just like more art here. It looks insane. You have reprints of various squirrel cards and other animals. And so going back to the main tabs here. So here we go. So the Bloomburrow spoilers from today. We have some of the Calamity Beasts. We have Beza, Bounding Spring. This looks really fun for Blink decks. And this has really great field notes art here. You have Glarb, Calamity's Augur. This is a hilarious frog, Sultai value guy. You have let's see here, Maha, Feathers Knight. This is kind of a Staxy Turgid style card. Not as bad as Turgid, but it's a little stacksy. So people, be careful with this one. But it looks really cool. The flavor is great. And then and again, I mentioned the season card: Season of Loss, Season of the Bold, Season of Weaving. You have to spoil the last two, but these look really cool modal cards. You have the pause. Like the flavor is just, I cannot get enough of this flavor. Then you have Offspring flavor. This is a mechanic. I'll go to another video talking about Offspring and the various other mechanics. As you can see on the right, we have Offspring, Valiant, Forage, Expend, Gift, and I believe there might be one other. And so, yeah, why is Bloomburrow so great? Why do people love it so much? Well, it reminds people of Redwall and Watership Down, and just really anything cute. Like I mentioned, Hello Kitty. It's just, it hits that spot in us, right? That we need to protect and squeeze it to death because that's how cute it is. So going back to the spoilers here. So Ygra, Eater of All. I'm not sure I pronounced that right, but this is really cool. Turns all other creatures are food artifacts in addition. This is really like an apex predator type of flavor. Yeah, the Alania, Divergent Storm. Scrolling down the list, and I'm just going to quickly scroll here just to show all this. Oh my god, Clement the Worrywart. Like, look at this. It's a frog druid. And it's just like Worrywart as a frog name, like, because toads have warts on them, or what look like warts. And it's just, oh my god, like, look at that art. That is so good. I love it. You have these rabbit archers, Phineas the Archer, Ace Archer, Castrol the Wind Crested, Kitnap. Oh, I did not even see this before. Kitnap. So Gift is another one of the mechanics I'll talk about in another video. Really flavorful, really cool design space too. But like, I think every single piece of art in this set is evocative. It makes me want to collect it. I have rarely said this, but I want to own every single Bloomburrow card that has been printed. These cards are so adorable. They're so evocative and flavorful that I cannot get enough of this. 3 True City. I want every treatment of this. I want every card. It's a great card. First of all, you can put it in different tribal kindred decks. But yeah, like so many cool things here. Valley Quest Caller. What they're doing here is they're batching different card types, or rabbits, bats, birds, mice, etc. And so like these cards benefit different various creature types, and it's really cool. Fell. This is kind of a not quite a murder upgrade, but it's a sorcery speed murder for 2 mana. Really flavorful. Really elegant, simple. Fell. It's one word. Destroy target creature. 1 line of text. I love it. Hop to it. Like what? That's so good, dude. Create 3 rabbit tokens for 3 mana. I mean, it's just, it's so good. I'm just smiling ear to ear. I cannot get enough of this. So yeah, let's go to some of the Twitter comments here. As we mentioned, I think Rachel Weeks said, "I would die for flubs." This is hilarious. I mean, we would all die for all of these cards. Watership Down. Proxy Lab mentioned this is going to be what Bloomburrow will actually be like. Watership Down to be like the Octagon, like just everybody biting each other's ears off and stuff. If you know, you know. Watership Down is like Redwall, but much more violent. And then scrolling down, yeah, Redwall mentioned emotional damage from Watership Down. Various other comments here. There's a really cool. There's a tarot reference. Flubs the Fool tarot. It's like a tarot card. It literally the Fool, the tarot card. That's really neat. It's also mentioned here. Liliana, Squirrel Liliana. We're all just kind of squeeing and screaming. Like that's what this set is. So Miss Bumbleflower Shivam says, "Don't care what this card does. I stand Miss Bumbleflower forever." Rabbit Citizen. I think it's a group hug type of card, and it hugs people to death. And it's just like, look at this thing. Like, how can you say no to that? This is so cool. I love it. Yeah, like this is just our reaction to all of these cards. I cannot get enough of Bloomburrow. I love this set. I love the style. I love everything about it. So yeah, what do you guys think of the Bloomburrow style? What do you think of the art? And sidebar, what is your fursona if you have one? I think I'd be like a rat probably, or a mouse. Mice are my favorite creature types in Bloomburrow, but I got a thing for them. It might be the Redwall influence, but yeah. So yeah, what do you guys think of Bloomburrow? And let me know in the comments.